Hello friends, I'm in Seattle. I'm going out to enjoy the nature, and I am a server of Brainstroke in the year 2022. I request you to consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. This is the place, this is the home where my younger son Ramakrishna Sai lives, and these are the villas in and around our home in Seattle. Now I'll walk and talk various aspects of life and leadership. So let me introduce myself. I'm Professor M.S.Rao. I have authored 53 books, including the award-winning book titled See the Light in You, for which the Nobel laureate, His Holiness Dalai Lama, has it in a foreword. I have 43 years of diversified experience, including Indian Air Force teaching and training. I'm a late bloomer, dyslexic, ADHD, OCD. Add to that the brainstroke worsened my health in the year 2021. And I was born into a toxic family and grew up in a toxic environment. I'm 61 years old. I don't get any pension. I don't have any regular income. I don't have two-wheeler. I don't have four-wheeler. Despite all these challenges, I rose from the ashes like a phoenix. I will briefly talk about life and leadership. First, I will briefly explain about Seattle. Then I'll go to the next level, and today is literally in the evening. Morning I could not go because there was a heavy fog. So I have to walk because I have a chronic back pain since 2007, and if I go for a walk, I will get some relief from my back pain. So that's why I started walking, and of course I have been hitting gym for more than 40 years. Apart from that, I am doing some certain physiotherapy exercises after the brain stroke. And I think I'll go for a walk for a week because we are in December and the winter is starting and there will be snow. So already we are feeling the cold weather, and here the weather is very pleasant overall. It's a very beautiful city. They respect LGBT and they embrace diversity, and Seattle is a very beautiful place, and I came to USA for the first time, and usually I walk with my wife. Today I came alone to enjoy the nature. I am a storyteller. Now I am walking and sharing my stories. So, Seattle, we more than 3 months I am in Seattle, and 1 month back it was very pleasant viewpoint. Now leaves fell down, and there is no scenic beauty right now in Seattle, but overall the weather is very pleasant. Until a week ago the weather was inclement, in the sense sometimes it was foggy, sometimes it's raining, sometimes drizzling, sunny, so like that. Now there is no rain for the last 1 week, but we are it's very cold. So, and apart from the weather, Seattle and Bellevue are closely connected. They are just like the twin cities of Telangana, such as Secunderabad and Hyderabad. So I am moving forward. Okay, fine. I am walking forward because I got some clearance. Seattle is noted for entrepreneurship. Lots of companies, they are doing good. Some of the companies like Boeing, Alexa, Airlines, Costco, Microsoft, Amazon, Starbucks, Northstorm, they are doing good. And people from various parts of the world, they are coming to Seattle and they are living. And there are a lot of Indians in Seattle. Some of them speak Telugu and Tamil. So, apart from this scenic beauty and Seattle and entrepreneurship is thriving in Seattle. Very long ago, entrepreneurs started in a small way, and they evolved as giants like Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos. So a journey of thousands miles starts with the first step. These entrepreneurs took their first steps and they succeeded. And they provided employment, they made money for themselves, and they have done some philanthropic activities. So lots of things they are doing. So I encourage everyone to become a successful entrepreneur. And of course, entrepreneurship is not an easy thing, it's a very challenging one. And entrepreneurship involves lots of ups and downs, and you have to be resilient. And entrepreneurship is for brave-hearted, not for faint-hearted. But you have to take risk, because not to take a risk is also a risk. Life itself is a risk, because anything can happen at any time. So apart from speaking from the philosophical perspective about my life, so I am talking from the perspective of entrepreneurship. Yes, you can take a risk. If you fail, then again you can learn and keep moving. Of course, it all depends upon your passion, vision, opportunities. Of course, opportunities are always there. It all depends upon your passion to pursue and what area you want to pursue. It all depends upon your life, your resources, opportunities, various other factors. So now I am waiting here for a moment. I am at the junction here. This is a Seattle supermarket, and this is Foley Market, and this is a junction where people wait for a moment to get clearance. Now I got a clearance to walk. Now I am walking. I am walking and talking. Yeah, I crossed the junction. This is the junction. I have crossed, and you can see the junction. So now walking forward, and I will, as I said, I will talk various aspects. So to start with, I will talk about the interview which was conducted 1 hour back. I was interviewed by a host on various aspects, and the interview lasted for 1 hour, and lots of questions were asked, and I responded comfortably because I have 43 years of diverse world experience, and I shared because I published 53 books. The host asked a couple of questions. The first question was about my vision. So Vision 2030 is the book that I published, and for that book, Dr. Kiran Bedi, the first woman IPS officer, wrote a foreword, and this is a book, and also this is the vision I created a few years ago, I think maybe around 9 years back. So my vision was to build 1 million students as global leaders, and so far I have trained more than 50,000 students as global leaders. And as I said, Dr. Kiran Bedi has written a foreword for this book, and I have dedicated this book to Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, who is the former President of India, and I admire Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Then I have dedicated this book to him. And why I had to write this book, Vision 2030, was that I'm a Gen X, and I'm sandwiched between baby boomers and Y and Z. Various generations are there, such as baby boomers, Gen X, Gen Y, Gen Z, and I belong to X. So I thought, let me work on that, and because I wanted to groom global leaders, and I wanted to encourage millennials and centennials. So that was the reason why I started Vision 2030, and unfortunately things went wrong after the brain stroke, and I was not able to continue my vision, but I am sharing my knowledge in my own way. Otherwise I was going and training students. I was going to various colleges and sharing, and it was a non-profit one. So COVID was a dampener, and my brain stroke was worse than that, and things have changed, and there is a total disruption everywhere. So, but still I am sharing my knowledge. So that was the book, and that book, the message I shared with the students was that develop a strong attitude, positive attitude, and a right attitude. And I emphasized character education. I emphasize on character and also education. Precisely, I emphasize character education. So, and also I also shared certain aspects like be authentic, be ambitious. So these are the messages I shared from the book Vision 2030, 1 million global leaders. The second book I discussed was See the Light in You. This is the book that I received a foreword that I received a foreword from His Holiness Dalai Lama, and I'm grateful to His Holiness Dalai Lama for writing a foreword. And this book talks about social media, divorces, suicides, mental illness, monkey mind, technology. So these are all the aspects I covered. Then I gave a message for that book, emphasize the philosophy of health first, education second, and health third. And it says happiness lies within, not outside. So that's the message. So every book I give a message. So this is for the book titled See the Light in You, second one. The third book, for the third book I gave a message. The title of the third book was Strategies to Build Women Leaders. This is the book I received forward from former Vice President of India, and I'm grateful to our former Vice President of India, Mr. Meka garu. And this book talks about gender diversity, and I signed up for hashtag he for she, and I talked various aspects about glass ceiling, why women are not able to grow globally, and the limitations, all those things I mentioned. And I gave a message for this book as follows: a bird can't fly with one wing, a bird can fly only with two wings. That means both men and women have to collaborate and work together for peace and prosperity. And men are working throughout the world, and women are not able to get the opportunities because of glass ceiling and various other aspects. So if women also contribute their best, and if we can encourage them to unlock their potential, so you can imagine the kind of world we can create together. That's the message I have shared. So I advocate, I signed up for hashtag he for she, and this book titled Strategies to Build Women Leaders, I have dedicated to Maya Angelou, Oprah Winfrey, and Rosa Parks. So these three books are I have mentioned to the host. So just I think 1 hour back or 1.5 back I was interviewed, then I shared. So and various other aspects were asked by the host, and I responded. And it was live streamed on LinkedIn and YouTube and Facebook and various other outlets, and it was live streamed. And then again I requested the host to send the video of our interview. Then I received the link through WeTransfer that I uploaded on my YouTube channel. You can find that. The title I have mentioned is See the Light in You. So it's the interview was for 1 hour, so I did that. Now time is 18 minutes. I think it's going to be dark, so I'll go forward and come back. And it's very cold, and it's very, and I can't shift my mobile from left to right hand side because as my right hand and right shoulder is problematic, and so please empathize with me. I am only uploading raw videos, and I request you to consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. And I'm passionate about acquiring my knowledge and sharing my knowledge. I'll take a moment somewhere, then I'll create heat by rubbing both hands, then again I'll walk. So I'll wait for a moment, then I will return. Just a moment. Oh, I kept mobile here. Now again I am walking and talking because I'm walking alone, and I kept this mobile aside, and I created a heat by rubbing both hands, and slightly I improved. Then I'll come back because I can't move forward because it's already evening. I don't take much risk. Okay, so these are all the things I shared during the interview. So lots of other questions were asked. So some of the messages I shared with her: embrace change, embrace technology, embrace failures. Failure is only a comma, not a full stop. And you need to embrace change. Change is the only thing that is constant in this world. And embrace technology. Technology is the key. Without technology, we can't survive. So we have to embrace technology. And technology helps in many ways, provided the technology is in the hands of good actors. If bad actors enter, then it will be disastrous for others. It will be become disaster for others. So these are all the aspects I shared. So I'll go forward and come back. I think 20 minutes I'll come back. It's getting dark and it's evening. So I'll do one thing. I hear people are playing golf. So I am going back because it's dark and it's very cold. It's evening and it's very cold. Then again I have to wait at a place to create heat. Then I'll keep walking. So let me bear. See, what can't be cured must be endured. So my life is fully challenging and troublesome. Lots of challenges I encountered in my life. So I'll briefly talk about Professor M.S. Rao's 4M role, which I created. I create models, methods, frameworks, rules, perspectives, and I want to create my own philosophies. So I'm standing here for clearance. Okay. So I'll talk about Professor M.S. Rao's 4M rule. Then I will talk about various other aspects. So a month ago I started Professor M.S. Rao's 4M rule, and this I get triggers. What are the ideas I get? I jot down and write down, and I take things forward, and I have various documents with different titles. Some are about triggers, some are about ideas box, some are about perspectives, rules, models, methods, all those things. I have different folders and documents. So now this I'll cover about one thing. Just let me take a moment. Just 1 minute. Oh. So I am